a little bit too late. You don't want to leave it too late against somebody like Tex, who dictates the tempo of games he plays in. But it's been dominant so far. Tex deservedly leading. It could be more. Of course, still a long way left in this game.
Update in the other game. We have another goal. It's an equaliser. No, been able to pull a goal back there. Champion of the Polish League this year.
That is one of those games where I really couldn't predict it between Bozinho and Nirvin. For me, that one goes either way, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll be honest. The other games sort of have their favorites. That one is closely contested.
Check into this one for a split second. Andreas. Certainly has been his best year on paper today. Playing his first ever World Championship. Representing his country at the Euros. Nice. He'll be happy with that one.
That's well worked, to be honest. Player look there was great.
I don't even think the green timing was necessary, but he did it anyway.
Just look at this ball there. Plays it well with Mbappe. Does well to bring R9 with the player look in. You'll see it. In front of Van Dijk, a touch towards the byline, played across. Simple finish, as you said. Doesn't need green timing, but he does just for whatever sake anyway. But it's a way back into this game.
Just a lot of approval from him saying, look, I can break him down. There's been another goal. Who scored it? Well, well, well. He may have came out on social media and said, look, things weren't clicking for me in my most important matches, but at the moment, Case, he's leading by 4-0 and Tex is looking pretty decent.
That he is. I think he's really capitalizing on the energy that Dome is putting off right now. I think he's making silly mistakes, especially while defending, and I don't see this one turning the other way. I just don't see it, because Tex is on a mission, and he's completely turned it around after that first match.
Yeah, this is... It's tough for Dome completely to even try and get a foothold in this game. He's not had any success so far. Ball in behind again.
He's not going to stop there, is he? How about a fifth before half-time? But win a corner, which, as we know, they are deadly. Haaland, Stones. We've gone well, Weghorst went for a power shot there with... Oh no, and 1 minute gone.
From Tex, to be fair.
Weghorst is there, that's where it's going to win. Dart! Time to agree was off target somehow. The coach out more, I'm sure, will be over the moon. He could probably ask for much more than this first half performance. Still, referee's going to play it on Bellingham, keeps it in just about, and that'll do us for a halfway point. Yes, he had a comeback yesterday of a 4-1 turnaround, but this is a completely different scenario in an elimination game, and you've got Tex on the opposite side of your stage.
Here we have a replay back over to the Andreas versus Bonanno game, and it looks like the Manchester City duo continue to dominate here on the virtual pitch as we see the fist bump from Edu over to Bonanno. I mean, they look like two completely different players than what we saw in the first match.
Genuinely, in fairness to Matthias, I think he actually played quite well in this game against Nathan. It was a close one in that all-South American affair, but the goal, as you said, John Stones has been putting up a lot of opportunities down the wing to get those crosses into the box.
See the chat saying as well, someone said, wow, Weghorst is a menace.
That he is.
He really is. John Stones again. Bonanno, who was the provider of a goal earlier today. Mbappe, nice step overs. Aggressive from Van Dijk, still can't do enough. See you later. A nice piece of trickery. Well, the half-time whistle in these elimination games are in place now, which gives the both players just a chance of a breather. Whilst we do that, let's head down to our very own Jaime Alvarez. What have you got for us from those most important elimination games?
As we can see at the moment, Man City is dominating both games. Matias Bonanno leading 4-1 and Tex leading 4-0. And we're going to analyze the third goal of Tex, which was a perfect use of the playstyle. So if we jump onto the clip, as we can see in this instance, Tex is leading the game 2-0, and as you can see, the ball gets to cross, and if we stop it here, we're gonna see how Tex knows Cafu and Davis, two really offensive fullbacks. So he knows if he goes for the long ball pass plus the playstart from cross into a ball into Davis, he's gonna get a clear chance of this. A situation in which if we stop it again, he can go maybe for a pass into R9, which will be difficult. As you can see, the midfield is really far away. So the only thing you can do really is look for Weghorst, because he's attacking Davis, and that's clearly a mismatch. That's what we goes for. Davis goes for the cross if we play the clip, and that's basically a mismatch. Weghorst against Davis, there's nothing you can do. So Tex, as you can see, looking at the camera, feeling comfortable, and on the other side, Dome, who's not really feeling comfortable at the moment. So at this instance, 4-0 is, in my opinion, is way too much of a difference. Dome needs to bring something up to the table. Let's see if he can do it. Back to you guys.
Smooth as always, Jaime Alvarez. Thank you very much for that at the halfway point. I mean, to come off the back of that, Ryan, and to ask it to you, we know that the right-back decisions a lot of the time in these teams is good enough in the air, as we join it now. There you go. No need to talk anymore about it. Tex leads 5-0. Davies is there in the attacking sense, can really get forward, has got the ability to switch the play, cross it in. You're never going to win that matchup, though, are you?
Having Davies and Cafu, both of them, for me is crazy. That's a war crime. You're asking to get dunked on at the back post, honestly. Beckhorst 6'5" against either of those players. You can even argue Mbappe, to be honest, can win headers comfortably over Cafu. So you're not giving yourself the best chances to defend the aerial plus play style.
So what can you do? Just flip on a centre-back and try and track Weghorst?
Yeah. No, you can't do that, because when you leave space for the striker in the middle, you could ball roll inside, driven pass.
Head it back across.
Yeah, so if they dink it in the air and it's Davies versus Beckhorst or Cafu versus Haaland, just close your eyes. Close your eyes and just hope.
Chance, also!
Yeah.
Well, one game is pulling away quite significantly. This one may have just taken a slight turn. Andreas getting himself in the zone, because he needs to. If he loses this, he will be eliminated here in Berlin.
It's a good strike, to be fair. Green times it across score. I think that's the only way for him to score there. But as we say, this one's a lot closer than the Tex Dome game. Andreas giving himself a lifeline. Still within 2 goals, though. Casey Unamitis very well as well. When he's 2-0 up, or even in general 1-0 up, he seems to be comfortable defending leads in January. It doesn't even matter the opponent or the scoreline.
Yeah, definitely. I think the duo of him and Edu keep each other in check.
Yeah.
They're very good at communication throughout the game, and I think that is one of his biggest assets. And I just noticed something here. Andreas is constantly smiling. He's down 4-2 right now, but if you just saw the player cam there, he's always having a great time, and it's such a fun thing to see.
Update over here. We haven't spoken too much about it. There was a small technical pause in the game. Big goal back there for Fuma, who's at a 1-1 now. It would really be a big shock if he was to be eliminated this early on in the FC Pro World Championship. To pause menu, we shall go. Let's jump back over then to Tex's game. 5-0 he currently leads. He is locked in. And he's looking very impressive indeed. While there is a quick pause in play, we are going to head down to our very own Richard Buckley. He's going to enjoy this one, because he said Nathan SR was going to win the World Championship, and he's with him live right now. Rich, are you enjoying that one?
Yes, thank you very much, guys. I'm here with Guy Barrios. Tough first game versus Natural Bayer, and then you picked it up with a big performance. What changed from game 1 to game 2?
I think just nerves. First game, I didn't get to practice that much today. Played really bad in the beginning, and then after I scored a few goals against Eggman, just able to get my nerves out, and everything started to flow.
I've got to ask you, we've never had really a South American EA FC World Champion. Could this be the year? You've got obviously yourself, Nico, Banano still in the tournament, and my pick, Nathan SR. I said he would win it. How do you feel as a South American yourself?
Yeah, I think this is a great chance. I think we're playing at a really high level. I would back the Brazilians all the way. I mean, for me, they're the 2 other best players in this tournament. And, you know, obviously have to back myself. So, yeah, I think it's a great chance for us, and hopefully we do it.
Good luck, mate. And obviously we can't forget about PhD. Back to you guys.
Cheers, Rich. Thank you very much. I thought it was Nathan SR we were going to. No, it was Gabaros.
Yeah, that was my pick to actually keep someone to keep an eye on. Gabaros, I like him. He's such a nice guy. He's a great player as well. And any player that scores goals and attacks free-flowingly, they're always going to get my support, I'll be honest.
Well, we can join this one live for a bit as well, which is great between these two, Charanjot and Fuba. There's been a massive goal, by the way, in the Bonanno Andreas game. If we can give you the replay on it, we will. Great to hear from Gabaros, who kept his tournament alive there. He showed how passionate he was. No surprise of what it means to these players here to be amongst the best 32 in the world. One of them will be picking up $250,000 in prize money on Saturday here in Berlin. This is really nice build-up from Charanjot. He had a time green finish there with Mbappe case, but just got blocked.
Yeah, just blocked there for Charanjot. And he is actually the first player from India to qualify for the World Championships. And so it's been an absolute pleasure to see some of these players really leading the way for their countries in this competition. And to go up against a player like Fuma and still be at 1-1 at halftime is very impressive.
Yeah, I didn't say that this was the group of death, but I said for Charanjot, the 3 opponents in there is an incredible tough ask. Here he is again, blocked by Virgil van Dijk. Still gets the possession back here, Brandon.
Hello.
Not enough.
In his trap there by Bellingham. What's happening over here then? Bazzinho, 3-1 up against Nervine, has a penalty, goes 4-1 up. Massive. For him as well, the first ever Malaysian to qualify for a World Championship. And then Andreas pulls the goal back there. I mean, Casey said he was really smiley. Look, we've got a headset on, he's soaking up all this atmosphere, all this commentary, and this is where you feel like the momentum might now be in his favour.
Absolutely. I mean, it is also his first World Championship as well, and so it does seem like he's enjoying every single second of it, celebrating every single goal, and he's inching closer and closer to Bonanno here, and so we've definitely got a game on our hands.
Well defended.
Texas 6-1 up as well, for those that are wondering. That game currently in the pause in the second half.
But Andreas again a lot more confident, even with the way he's defending there, not diving in, sort of getting to grips on the way Matthias is building up and trying to create chances, but he's in behind again.
Let's see what he can do from here. Players start to queue up in the box. Nice step over exit. Finds Rudiger and the help of Luka Modric. Just about able to pull that one away. See later De Bruyne. Oh, it's brilliant feet. The Manchester City man, Hosselum, all the way from right back. Yep, you heard that right, from right back, driving forward. That's brilliant from Bonanno. Just that moment of trickery there from De Bruyne has sold 1 or 2 players, but the press was really aggressive from Andreas.
Yeah, I literally just praised Andreas for his defending. That there was, yeah, kamikaze. He's running out, sliding or stepping forward and everything. He's being aggressive. But Matthias makes use of the spaces then. That particle goal again, Casey, it's an easy finish, of course, for him.
It is, and he had 2 options there. He had Haaland also there, and so I think he was maybe anticipating the pass to either one of them. It was kind of a 50-50 situation, but he chose wrong, and it was a wide open goal.
Into a pause again we go. Let's go, if we can, to Charanjot Fuma, because there's a storyline emerging there, which would be a massive shock. It would be. You wouldn't expect Fuma to be eliminated in the group stage, and off the resume that he has. Charanjot, he's already made history getting in, representing India. First ever Indian to get to a World Championship. Why not go a bit further, Case? Why not go and upset the apple cart and find a way through?
Why not? I mean, we just said goodbye to Montexer. Is it possible that we say goodbye to his teammate from FC Lorient as well? I mean, that's a possibility here.
It just doesn't make sense, does it, after how dominant they've been and how good they've been? This is the World Championships, it's different. In case you missed his game early today for Charanjot.
It's just off. Great finish, though.
He finds himself in the group of death, where he did play against Emre Yilmaz, losing 8 goals to 3, which was difficult for him to take because he did start that game quite well, and then it just all fell apart for him. Back to this one now. Bonanno 5-3 up against Andreas. Again, these are elimination games, so the loser of them will be out here in Berlin. One more goal could seal the deal. Bonanno looking for the lofted. You know where it's going to end up. Hostel, who actually wins the battle, though.
Yep, I thought he was about to concede again from another mistake. Just gave possession away there, Casey, so easily.
Yeah, that's a dangerous situation. You want to make sure that you're marking that. It was a bit mixy there for a second. I wasn't sure who was going to end up on possession. He got lucky.
That's a nice goal there. 3-touch roulette. 4-3 in that game between Bazinho and Nervin.
Another goal as well that's gone in, and she said, Ryan, 4-3, 50 minutes left in that one. Bazinho Nervin, he's in a goal back. Fuma has pulled back a goal here as well of FC Lorient. Of course it's Mbappe. Doesn't matter what tournament we're playing in, Ryan, it's always Fuma's Mbappe that steps up and helps him out when he most needs it.
Yep, who else? Person he's relied upon for a number of years now to get him out of trouble and attack perfectly well with him.
On the volley, why not? Just an awkward bounce there. Hello, 4-4.
Wow.
Weghorst not using his head this time, using his feet, believe it or not.
That was 4-1 moments ago. I was keeping an eye on it. Bazinho was leading, and now, of course, 4-4 in that game.
We mentioned before how that game could definitely go either way, and we are seeing that exactly. It made it take. It made him words. It may have taken him a little while to warm up, but he eventually did exactly that.
Got 15 or so minutes left in this game. If Andreas is going to try and get a comeback on and keep his dream in the FC Pro World Championship alive, he's going to need a goal. He's going to need it soon. Great defending there from Matthias to step forward with Rudiger.
Well, Tex has just set out a little bit of a statement to the rest of the competition here. Yes, I didn't start well, but by God, I've picked things up here. He has just scored again in the 92nd minute, and he's leading by 7 goals to 0.
Wow.
He does stay in the FC Pro World Championships, and this is the goal case that he did score to go 7 up. The confidence is oozing out of him.
The confidence is absolutely insane. Green time with Ronaldinho. Not a lot of people would expect to even take that shot there. He doesn't need to at this point. He's already up 6-0. He doesn't have to continue to push forward, but it's that confidence that's going to push him into that next game as well if he can continue this on.
So smart from Matthias. Great goal. For me, that seals the deal there. That's done. Game over. 6-3. 3-goal lead in this game now.
Well, let's leave these 2 games because I think they could be done and dusted. Tex is going to stay in the tournament. Banana is also going to stay in the tournament. There's been another goal in the Fuma Charanjot game. And it's Fuma that leads 3-2 now. This one is not going to finish first. It's actually going to be Bazinho against Nervin that's going to finish first. So we'll go to that in a second, but this is the goal that we missed first. It was Fuma who finds a way through with Hullet. Does he use Mbappe? Yeah, of course he does. We might actually want to go to the closing stages if we can. A Bazinho against Nervin. Big chance. Fuma, how's that gone off target from R9? Into a pause we go. He is 23 minutes away from knocking out Charanjot. Back over here then. 4 in-game minutes left. Are we in for extra time? Remember that Bazinho was 4-1 up. He won't forgive himself if he concedes again now in normal time.
That just goes to show these 9-minute-halves, anything can happen. You can have a rough start and come back in these games and still make massive victories after being down 3-4 goals.
Say for free, Bazinho would be nervous right now. He doesn't want to give any sort of inkling that it's possible for Nervin to score. Could be a chance here, though. Rivaldo.
He might just have given away that last chance of the game. Rivaldo in a running race past Toni Kroos, sends him packing, cuts it back in so nicely. Cristiano Ronaldo, Toni Kroos, pull it. Well, looking for a little reverse elastico there to open up some sort of space. Added time of 3 minutes. It'll be a long 3 minutes. There should be enough time to create another attack at least. Goes out wide, this time to Ossolu. Him and Davies have swapped wings by the looks of it. In these last closing minutes, Bazinho, is he going to have the last laugh here? Mbappe. Aggressive from Van Dijk, needed to be. Now we go back down the other end. There's still another minute left. Are we going to need 30 more minutes of extra time? He's in his half. He's got about 10 in-game seconds left. Maybe that's potentially a mistake. Might open up a bit of room. R9 might see a finesse from there. He did. Extra time needed here. Let's jump back over to Fuma Charanjot. If we can. I mean, I'm just looking across the board there. There's been another goal in that game. Fuma, I think, will keep himself alive in the tournament. This is the goal that we just missed. Haaland times it green. Fuma will stay alive here in Berlin.
You know, Fuma had to say goodbye to Monsaxer earlier, and I think that he wanted to stay in for him. And it's unfortunate for Charanjot because, like we said, he is representing his country and he's making massive, massive milestones here. So he had a great run, but Fuma, that's a tough one.
That pen? Oh my goodness.
I think it might be. Penalty to end proceedings here. What do both Manchester City players have in common? They both just scored 7 goals in elimination games. They are alive, they are still in the competition. And they'll be 1 win away from the knockout stages tomorrow.
Both alive and kicking. Of course, commiserations to Andreas, the top player. We head on into extra time. Bazinho up against Nerve, and this is the game where Bazinho was 4-1 up. Knockdown's going to win it. It's an important block there in the box.
Only game to go to extra time from this round. And at the end of it, 8 players will have been eliminated here from the FC Pro World Championships. Where course, Tullins! Bazinho back in front. And if anyone needed the goal case, it's him, because he was 4-1 up. He's thrown away a huge lead at that point. You're just in your own head.
Absolutely. No, this is exactly what he needed to go into this extra time. Green time finish from Hullet in the box across the goal. And Bazinho is on top for this. But there's plenty of time left, Ryan. Plenty of time to score goals. And like we said, this one was going to go very, very close.
Yeah, you see from the reaction as well, it's not even a thing about excitement when he scores. It's more so relief because he was 4-1 up, as we've mentioned already. This game, though, Charanjot was started extremely well. It's a great bit of skill there to find a pass.
Into corner.
كمل ما خدش الواد ما كانش يرجع بال.
There's Weghorst, don't count him out yet. Still plenty of time left.
الهجمة اللي فاتت كان خلاص هو وجول. فاهم؟
Plenty of time in this game. Play lock corner, brings Weghorst into a position that he wants him. Plays it perfectly in as well, and it's an easy finish case. We know Weghorst from corners.
Yeah, of course. Corners are just so hard to defend. It's you're praying that it goes your way. Sometimes it's 50-50. If you're moving the keeper, it helps your chances a little bit. But players are sitting at home practicing this day in and day out to making sure they're perfect, and it's very difficult to defend.
Yeah, you have to practice it.
Well, we will keep you up to date with both those games. We just jumped back into extra time here between this 9-goal thriller. Bazinho against Navid. Over to the Polish League champion. See if he can pull it back again. Cristiano Ronaldo subbed on just recently towards the latter stages of the original 90. 2 aerial threats in the box. It's a great ball. It just really work out there for Haaland. If we can, let's jump back over to Charanjot Fuma, just because that one will finish before this one. Has Charanjot got more surprises up his sleeve for us? Made waves on social media yesterday, especially across the Indian community as well. He's written history already just for getting to this stage. Won the EISL this year with North East United. And it was only a matter of time before he was able to pull through. He's just been saved there. His tournament's just been saved there by Schmeichel, because that was time green from R9, and any other day it's probably going in. Fuma reworking, stretching out the defence, sending Konate running low. Look at the space. Bellingham, Fuma's done so well there. Didn't need anyone else in that conversation, Ryan. He just did it all on his own.
Yep, controlled sprint came into effect there with Jude Bellingham. You see it just dribbling inside here, holding R1, twisting and weaving in between Hullet. Of course, the goalkeeper movement sort of makes his mind up, knows where he's going to place the ball, and I think that's it now. I think Fuma will move on into the next round as Challenger unfortunately gets eliminated.
He completely pulled the defender out of the way, and then he wasn't able to switch back in time to catch him.
Yeah.
And that's just the controlled sprint. It puts you in situations where your defenders aren't able to track it.